better place. We are smart at what we do to make our world a better place. By the help of God, to make our world a better place. By the help of God, to make our world a better place. Smart do.
Hello students, I hope you're all fine. In our previous class, we were under entrepreneurship, that is Form 101, and we were looking at business plan. And aforementioned, a business plan is a written document that highlights the objectives of the business and the steps to be followed in achieving the set objectives. So basically, it is a document first. So today we want to see the content of a business plan. So for you to have that business in place, you must have what we call a plan. So let's see the content. One of the content is business description. And what is business description? It contains the name, location, and nature. Business description. Which contains the name, the location, and the nature of the business, and the date of commencement. We also have the product description. In product description, you must know what you are going to produce. So you must define your product and put an emphasis on how unique or how special or the features that it has that makes it different from other products in the market. Then we have the third one, which is a market strategy. Market strategy simply involves identifying of the strategies or tactics that you are going to use in order to get a fair share of that market. Then we have the fourth one, which is called organization and management. So in organization and management, it will highlight the personnel and what each and every person will be able to do in their business. We also have the operations and production. Operation and production. Definitely, if you are producing a good, you must have what we call production line. And if you are providing a service, it means you must have the operation on how you are going to do it. Then we have another one, finance. This highlights the source of money or source of funds to be able to start producing the goods that you want to supply into the market. Then we have another one, which is the last one, which we call executive summary. Executive summary. Okay? This one will highlight or will give a summary of each section as covered in the plan. If it is the name, what inspires the name? Product description, what makes it different? Product strategy, how are you going to sell or to market? Organization and management, who are the personnel and what are they going to do? Operations and productions, How are you going to operate, and how are you going to produce and finance? Where do I get money? Who are on board to bring that money into the business? And that is all that is captured in the executive summary. Let us look at another thing, that is the need for the business plan. Why do you need a business plan? There are several reasons why you need a business plan. So, some of the reasons involve avoiding mistakes. So when you have a business plan, you are going to avoid mistakes. You're going to identify the strengths and weaknesses. You are also going to require to know the required finances. You are also going to know the motivating factor. Also, the allocation of resources will be made easier. And lastly, it will force the owner to think through the business idea first before making it happen. So let's see the factors that influences the entrepreneurial practices anywhere in the world. Factors affecting entrepreneurial practices. One of the factors include the government policy. How is the government encouraging? Does the government give training? Does the government encourage the youth to come to the business? Does the government give incentives? All those factors falls under government policy. We also have infrastructure availability. We also have levels of education and skills. We also have availability of markets. And maybe lastly, availability of resources. Now, let me take you through some other thing else. That is cause of business success. Why do business succeed? The business succeeds when you have put a correct plan and everything is well. So one of the causes of success is ability to manage people. Second, you may have proper location. Third, we may have adequate finance. And lastly, you may have the availability of labor supply. If you have all this, you will definitely succeed in a business. We have ethical issues in business. And ethical issues simply in forms of how to do things right without infringing into other person's line of duty. So there is need for ethical issues in a business. This is to avoid discrimination, also to create fairness in the competition. We also have to ensure protection of the environment, and lastly, to ensure fair play in the competition. So there are also emerging issues in the entrepreneurship, that is automation. We can see nowadays, if you want milk, there is milk ATM. If you are going to the bank, there are ATM. ATM simply means automated teller machine. So we also have a restructuring of business operations and merger of businesses in order to form one. And lastly, management styles are also changing day by day. I hope you enjoyed the class and have a great time.